Good morning, Ms. Speaker, attending physicians and colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Varathpavee Bhuriveth, and I'm going to share about medical student perception of obstacle to collaborative learning of introvert and co-design strategies to combat them. And there's no conflict of interest. Okay. In this ever-changing professional world, transferable skills are becoming increasingly important and essential for effective healthcare and medical practice. As medical schools rigorously implement this type of learning in their curriculum, this process requires collaboration, elaborate communication, and clear expression of ideas. Challenges might be particularly pronounced for those who identify themselves as introverts. Because they tend to be shy and non-direct, they are prone to be independent, and they could cultivate many negative pictures comparatively to extroverts. But in today's literature, there's still not evident obstacle to collaborative learning in introvert, and there's only so qualitative data which are non-specific to medical world. So we aim to find potential barriers between introvert and extrovert and foster the inclusive environment between them. To comprehensively analyze the data, we use the exploratory sequential mixed method study with primarily qualitative phase and secondary quantitative phase. First, we utilize the purposive sampling method and identified introvert and extrovert using the MPI score. Then we conduct a semi-structured interview of each participant until the saturation of data. Then we transcribe those interviews and develop them into codes while searching for salient themes that emerge from the interview. This process is called inductive thematic analysis. And the result is that introverts do have obstacles in collaborative learning. When we consider individually, introverts are prone to have low self-esteem and tend to be shy. In group setting, there might be discomfort with leadership and high energy needed to participate. When they interact with each other, they prefer their more intimate friends. And they might need some stimulation like preceptor or evaluation to stimulate them to speak. And when non-introverts interact with each other, people just don't know what to do, and introverts just keep their mouth shut. So this is our primarily qualitative phase. But we want to evaluate this perspective in a quantifiable manners. So we develop questionnaires from the course we have interviewed. 18 questions were developed, and there are 2 negative questions. And then we assess the psychometric property of each question. We have good internal consistency of 0.87, and we ensure content validity by the item objective congruence index. Then we distribute into the second and third year medical students who are engaged in collaborative setting. 162 people respond to the questionnaire. 100 of them are male, 62 of them are female, and there are 49 introverts. But the data we get is categorical data. By its nature, it's hard to interpret. So we change categorical data to continuous data by using exploratory factor analysis into four domains. Domains is a group of questions. There are underlying themes behind each question. On the left side is our primary qualitative phase. On the right side is our quantitative phase. Then we stratify our population into 3 groups of introvert, ambivert, and extrovert. If you look at the third box, you could see that there are some variation in groups. This could reflect that introverts have fear of attention that could hamper leadership without extrovert concerns. And these quantitative data are related with our first qualitative data of number 1 and 2. So for the discussions from literatures, introverts have thought exaggeration, which means they require more thought process. But this requires more time. In the same circumstance, this require more thought process, but they could result in more specific and impactful opinion compared to extroverts that have thought diminutions. So about implementation, to improve interactions among groups and reduce fear of attention, we propose 2 subgroups and minimize the number of introverts. Because now in Phramongkutklao College of Medicine, in collaborative setting, we have like 10 people, 10 participants, 10 learners per group, and we try to minimize groups to improve the interactions. Now we are on the ongoing phase. We didn't stop there because our ambition in this project, in this research, is to try to tackle and combat the obstacle of introverts. So in the end, in the past, there might not be quite specific literature to precisely indicate the precipitating factor. It depends on the role of receptor as well to foster the middle point between introvert and extrovert. Extrovert might have a little bit more empathy and clear understanding, and some literature said there are some more tolerance of introvert. Introvert, on the other hand, might press up a little bit and has create clear boundary and minimize workplace intrusions. So I hope you get something from this my presentation. Thank you very much. And this is our preliminary data of our third phase. Okay. Thank you so much.